Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkable young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. You've an heart of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
Away with you, for your meddling kills us all.
One of our sisters was chosen, and we did.
The ritual works.
We're supposed to come back.
chosen one. His tradition.
Oh, no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
The Witcher 4 marks the beginning of a new saga in CD Projekt Red's acclaimed RPG series. Set after the events of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, this installment features Ciri as the main protagonist, stepping into the spotlight as a fully fledged Witcher. The game is being developed using Unreal Engine 5, a departure from the Red engine used in previous titles, promising enhanced visuals and a more immersive open-world experience. In the cinematic trailer revealed at the Game Awards 2024, Ciri is seen confronting a monstrous creature in a fog-laden village, showcasing her combat prowess and new abilities. While specific gameplay details remain under wraps, the developers have indicated a focus on player choice and a narrative that delves into Ciri's journey and the challenges she faces in a world rife with prejudice and danger. The Witcher 4 is currently in full-scale production, with a release date expected sometime after 2026.
I wish I hadn't come here for this. I found them. After all this death. If you had the chance to do it all again, what would you have done?
Instinction is an upcoming action-adventure game developed and published by Hashbane Interactive. Set in the mysterious Valley of the Rift, hidden within the Yucatan Peninsula, players assume the role of Isabel Sierra, a Mexican-American ecologist drawn into a world where prehistoric creatures and ancient civilizations coexist. The game offers a blend of first-person and third-person perspectives, allowing players to explore diverse environments such as forests, temples, and research facilities. Combat involves a variety of weapons, and players will face off against over 25 prehistoric species, including dinosaurs like Carnotaurus and aquatic creatures like Kronosaurus. Beyond combat, the game emphasizes exploration and puzzle solving, with side missions like collecting ancient artifacts. Instinction is scheduled for release in the fourth quarter of 2025 on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S.
You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. I should know. It runs in my blood.
Who dares to question my will, standing in the way of my redemption.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is an upcoming single-player action role-playing game developed by Lean Z and published by 505 Games. Set in the war-torn and plague-ridden lands of Shu during the late Ming Dynasty, players assume the role of Bai Wuchang, a female pirate afflicted with amnesia and the mysterious feathering disease, which gradually transforms its victims into monstrous beings. The game features a Souls-like combat system, offering 25 unique weapons across 5 categories and 40 different spells. Players can customize their combat style by integrating spells into weapon combos or focusing on a spell-centric approach. A notable mechanic is the Inner Demon system. As Wuchang defeats enemies or falls in battle, her inner demon intensifies, enhancing her abilities but also increasing vulnerability. If she dies while the inner demon is active, it manifests as a hostile entity at the location of her death, wielding her weapons and abilities. The game's world comprises interconnected areas with seamless traversal, populated by numerous non-player characters offering side quests. Altars serve as checkpoints, and the narrative unfolds through multiple endings influenced by player choices and quest outcomes. Developed using Unreal Engine 5, the game promises a visually rich experience. Wuchang Fallen Feathers is scheduled for release on July 24th, 2025 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and will be available on Xbox Game Pass from day one.
Come in.
Bravery is not common in this world, and so loyalty, honor, obedience, they set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close?
Of course, Tantorisi. You again.
Mafia: The Old Country is the next big thing from Hangar 13, and it's taking us all the way back to where it began, in early 1900s Sicily. The game puts you in the shoes of Enzo Favara, a young guy who's had a rough start working in brutal sulfur mines, but everything changes when he gets pulled into the Teresi crime family. It's not just about guns and cars this time, it's about legacy, blood, and what it really costs to rise in the underworld. You'll see how the Mafia first formed, how the codes and power structures started, and the choices that shaped it all. There's horseback riding, fistfights in dusty backstreets, and shootouts with old-school revolvers. The game's built on Unreal Engine 5, so everything looks stunning, gritty, real, and full of atmosphere. If you've ever wondered how the Mafia really began, this is your story. Mafia: The Old Country hits PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S on August 8th, 2025.
A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together. I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand. Never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Lost Soul Aside is an upcoming single-player action role-playing game developed by Ultazero Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Set in a futuristic world invaded by interdimensional beings known as the Voidrax, players assume the role of Kasser, a war orphan and member of the resistance group Glimmer, on a mission to save his sister Louisa and humanity itself. The game features fast-paced, hack-and-slash combat inspired by titles like Devil May Cry and Ninja Gaiden. Kasser is accompanied by Arena, a shape-shifting dragon that transforms into various weapons, allowing for dynamic and stylish combos. Players will face formidable enemies and colossal bosses, utilizing a blend of melee attacks, ranged skills, and magical abilities. Visually, Lost Soul Aside showcases stunning 4K graphics powered by Unreal Engine 4, with intricately detailed environments and otherworldly architecture. The game's soundtrack, composed by Cody Matthew Johnson, complements the immersive experience. Originally slated for release on May 30th, 2025, the game has been delayed to August 29th, 2025 to allow for additional polishing. It will be available on PlayStation 5 and PC platforms.
Death hath cast its shadow o'er this land. All hope seemeth lost. Yet still thou dost fight. Why? What seekest thou in the dark? A touch of warmth? A gold coin or two? No. Deep within these folds of flesh, you and I both know. Death has judged us rightly. For we are but beasts, unworthy of salvation.
Hunger is an upcoming first-person PvP/PvE extraction shooter developed and published by Good Fun Corporation. Set in plague-ravaged Napoleonic Europe, players step into the role of living survivors navigating the desolate world after the end. The game blends brutal melee and ranged combat with deep RPG elements. Players can scavenge for resources, battle unspeakable horrors, and outlast rival survivors. Each character or living possesses unique passive, tactical, and ultimate abilities, allowing for diverse playstyles ranging from stealthy solo runs to supportive team roles. Combat is intense and methodical, featuring a mix of firearms and melee weapons like axes and maces. The game's progression system includes over 100 talents, enabling players to customize their characters extensively. Hunger is slated for an early access release in 2025 on PC.
Preparing to transfer now. This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it. loaded weapon is a hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time. Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty. I've got away with celestial tech.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired.
Many thanks again for your help.
You should have been honest.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
Exodus is an upcoming sci-fi action RPG developed by Archetype Entertainment, a studio formed by former BioWare veterans. Set in the distant future, humanity has fled a dying Earth, seeking refuge in the hostile Centauri cluster. Players assume the role of the Traveler, embarking on interstellar missions to secure alien technology and ensure humanity's survival. The game emphasizes intense third-person combat, combining gunfights and melee encounters. Exploration is key, with players navigating diverse planets, uncovering ancient ruins, and interacting with various societies. A unique feature is the time dilation mechanic. While missions may take days for the Traveler, years or even centuries pass for those left behind, leading to evolving relationships and changing worlds upon return. Companions play a significant role, each with distinct abilities and narratives, influencing both combat and story outcomes. Choices made during missions have lasting consequences, affecting civilizations and personal bonds. The game's universe is further enriched by its tabletop RPG, The Traveler's Handbook, offering deeper insights into its lore. Exodus is slated for release in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Death Stranding 2. On the Beach is the highly anticipated sequel to Hideo Kojima's genre-defying epic. Developed by Kojima Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, This action-adventure game continues the story of Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, as he embarks on a new mission to save humanity from extinction. Set in a world still reeling from the events of the first game, Sam joins forces with returning characters like Fragile and Higgs, and new faces such as Tomorrow, Rainey, and Neil. The game delves deeper into themes of connection and isolation, reflecting on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which inspired Kojima to rework the narrative. Gameplay enhancements include a more reactive world, open-ended encounter design, and expanded traversal options. Players will navigate treacherous terrains, confront otherworldly enemies, and build structures to aid in their journey. The game also features asynchronous multiplayer elements, allowing players to interact indirectly by sharing resources and structures. Death Stranding 2. On the Beach is set to release exclusively for PS5 on June 26, 2025.
Status report. Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You cooling all right? My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started. Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? No! We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Directive 8020 is an upcoming sci-fi survival horror game developed and published by Supermassive Games, known for titles like Until Dawn and The Quarry. This game marks the beginning of Season 2 in the Dark Pictures anthology. Set in the year 2250, the story follows the crew of the colony ship Cassiopeia, which crash lands on Tau Ceti F, a planet 12 light-years from Earth. As they attempt to establish a new home for humanity, they encounter a shape-shifting alien organism capable of mimicking its prey, leading to paranoia and mistrust among the crew. Players will navigate this tense environment through a third-person perspective, making critical decisions that affect the narrative's outcome. The game introduces new stealth mechanics and tools like the scanner and wedge tool to detect and evade threats. Featuring actress Lashana Lynch as pilot Brianna Young, Directive 8020 offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, allowing up to 5 players to experience the story together. The game is scheduled for release on October 2nd, 2025, and will be available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Rematch is a fresh take on football, developed by Slowclap, the studio behind Sifu and Absolver. Launching on June 19, 2025, this 5v5 online multiplayer game shifts the focus from team management to individual skill, placing you in control of a single player on the pitch. Set in a vibrant, optimistic 2065, Rematch offers fast-paced matches without traditional rules. No offsides, no fouls, just pure action. The third-person perspective immerses you directly into the game, emphasizing precise movement, manual shooting, and strategic teamwork. The game features dynamic ball physics, stamina-based sprinting, and unique arenas powered by renewable energy, reflecting its futuristic setting. Customization is deep and inclusive, allowing players to personalize avatars with various features, including prosthetic limbs and vitiligo representation. Available on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.